Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another Minecraft server tutorial. Now this week is going to be a quick and easy one called Arena Paintball. Now it's going to be a little bit longer than most of the other ones I've seen out there just because I like to get a little bit into the nitty gritty and what I think you need to know. Oh, look at that. The sun is the size of my face, my head. Whoa. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. All right, so this one is really easy. That's my test dummy over there. But first thing you want to do is obviously I'm just going to go through how it works, setting up an arena, and then show you what it looks like when it is working. Then I'll go over the configuration file to get more details in it, and then the permission nodes like I do, and then I'll do a little bit of an advanced tutorial on regions because there's a little bit some other stuff on this that allows you to do some fun stuff. So the big thing about this plugin is it's not by itself. There's a huge dependency on Battle Arena plugin, which you're going to run both of those like you do any other plugins in the plugin folder. I'll show you that when we go to the config file. Also an optional requirement which I highly recommend is Battle Tracker. That's going to let you see the PvP results. It's going to keep track of kills, wins, deaths, blah blah blah, all that stuff, which is really nice for this one. And so here we go. We got our little bit of a test arena here. PB create, and then we'll just call it test. And also to note is when you create it, it's going to create one spawn point where you're standing. So it takes all the defaults in here. We got the team size of 1, teams of 2 to 14, spawns 1 first spawn. So there we go. We set our first spawn, so we're going to go to the other end of the arena. And we're going to do that again. Actually, hold on. Nope, we're going to do a different test, or different command. It's PB alter, and then the arena name. So that's test, and then spawn 2. So likewise, you could go back and you could change the spawn for 1, and then you can also set more than 2 spawns. So you could do spawn 3 and 4 and all that. But we're just going to do 2. So let's go over here. And let's get out and put that back. And now we're going to do the signs. Now the signs is going to be paintball, join, and then the arena name. So the arena name is test. And then it's going to automatically fill that out. So now you can right click on that sign and join, or you can use the command pb join. And I'll show you guys the permission nodes later on those. But let's show you what it looks like once you're in the arena. So let me change my game mode. Game mode 0. And we're going to join. So now we've been queued up for this one. And it's not going to start until there's at least 2 people in the arena. And it'll force start at 14. If it's full up, it's going to automatically force start. So let me get my other dude in here. And join. So now there it is. It is test queued up, and now we're just waiting for it to continue. So you see 2 people have joined, minimum of 2, maximum of 14, 30 seconds. So it's waiting for 12 more people. So once it fills up, it's going to start automatically. I'm going to shoot you in the face. Oh, I have PB2. I have PvP turned on. Tickles. Okay, so it is started, and we start with 64 paintball or snowballs on each one, which you can set that up, and I'm going to kill him. So, bam! Now, I'll show you how to do this in the config file, but you can change that so it takes more than 1 shot, but I'm just going to win. And then also by default, it's only 1, you only get 1 life, you know, YOLO. But I set it to 3, which you can change. So, 5 seconds until the matches end. So then you can respawn in, and the match is over. And blah, blah, blah. So now we can see you've won the test match against Zen Gamer. Wins loss 10-1. And record against him. So then you can do PB top. And then this is part of that battle tracker. And it's going to tell you the top arenas. Or top stats there. So let's hop in. And I'll show you guys the config file here. I'll be right back with ya. Okay, so here we are with our config files. Now, like any other plugin that we've done, always, you're going to start your server, and then it's going to load up all of these folders, and then it's going to load up this folder as the main one, and then you want to put all of the jar files in here. Now, these are the ones that I suggest. Arena Paintball, Battle Arena is a severe dependency because it relies on that. Battle Tracker is an optional one, like I said already, but I highly recommend it. And then you got to have your permissions one, which I use PEX because it's easy and that's what I do. But I have both. I've used Group Manager. It's also well, and I would highly recommend World Edit and World Guard if you want to protect your regions. And then we're going to go into Arena Paintball. And then we're going to open with Notepad++. Now, the big thing with this one is you can change the names of them. You can change the commands. You can also change the prefix and then the sign name, which is really nice. You can change all of that really easily in here. You can change your game size for the teams and, 2 to 14, so minimum. So if you want to have at least 4 people in a game, you can change that team size, minimum size. So you can change that to be 2 as well. So it requires 2 people per size. This is where you set the lives per person. Now I set that to 3. By default it's 1, but you can change that to be whatever. And then you can change the victory condition as well in here, highest kills. So at the end of the match, whoever has killed the most players wins. Usually it's the team that killed everybody else, but there's all this information here. Actually, let's do this. And arena type, paintball, arena class, paintball, arena. Now this is all stuff for from the battle arena options. And here's the big thing. So we can give items snowballs, 128. So this is it is going to give each player 128 snowballs in there. You can change that, and then on death clears the inventory, resets it to be what this is. So if you want to change this to be a lower amount, and then here's where you can set how much damage each snowball does. So if you want to do 2 hits, you're going to set that to 10. If you want to do 4 hits, you're going to set that to 5. Hunger is 20. And so then the winners, yeah. And that is it for the configuration file. Like I said, it's pretty easy. A little bit of modification in there. And then that is all for that. So now, to get into the permission nodes, for people to be able to join them, it's going to be arena.join.paintball. Now, the big thing to note is that's not included on the directions on the bucket page is you also need to add the permission node arena.leave.paintball so that people, once they're queued up for a match, can leave the match if they decide not to. By default, that's not on there. And then there's quite a few permission nodes that are not given to ops on default. And so you want to be able to give a arena.admin or just arena.star, whatever works, to your admins. And then that will give them in there. So I think that is about it for all of to get it up and going real quick and simple. And there's a lot more detailed stuff, a lot more modifications as available through the Arena plugin, which I might do a tutorial on at a later date. If there is, I'll put a link in the gibbles below and in the annotation. Otherwise, check out the link in the gibbles. I'll put a download for this server. It's very basic. There's not really ranks or anything like that, and it's just to get you up and going. So feel free to download that in the gibbles. And before we leave you, I'm going to go through an advanced arena setup real quick. So just to give you the options of different kind of protections you can do for the arenas. And that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll be right back. Let's hop in and check that out. All right, so now that we've gone through all of that, I'm going to go over a little bit of an advanced tutorial on the region setup. So if you want to protect the region, you need World Guard. All right, so if you want to protect the region, you're going to have to select the region first. And for some reason, it's not working correctly for me, so I'm doing it the HPOS2. All right, so now that we've got the area selected, what you can do if you have that, first of all, to get the wooden axe, you do wand. You know, this is basic World Edit, World Guard tutorial. And then you can just do region define paintball. And that will make it so your users can't edit the region, you know, like any other region that you set up. But if you want to do it in the game, so you do paintball alter, or we can just do PB actually. PB alter test add region. So we've added that region, which is kind of cool. Now what you can do is you can do PB, alter, test, defaults. Now there's a few different options you got. You got WG no enter, so nobody can enter this region when the unless they're in the match. And then you could do no leave, so players can't leave the region unless they're in the match. And then the big one that we want to do, if you want to let players be able to edit your region a little bit, we're going to do alter, test, and then we're going to do on finish. We're going to do WG. All right, so we're going to do two of them. We're going to do WG clear region. So that is going to, on the finish, it's going to clear it. And then we're going to do on finish WG reset region. So that's going to set it back to what it is now. Now, it's important to note that if your region is very, very large, then it's going to be pretty resource intensive on that. So be careful in using that one. Clearing the region, I think we'll just clear any items that are still left in the region. The reset will actually reset all the blocks in it. So yeah, that's it for that slightly advanced tutorial. And I think that is about it for this whole tutorial. And I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and then if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe. I do these every week, and it helps me keep doing what I am doing here. If you have a question, run into problems, feel free to post it below, and I'll do my best to answer. So this is Kaz just reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. No. Oh, that's embarrassing.
How did I miss all four of them?